What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Arande here, and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I will be going over the GFS and European models and what to expect this week, all into new weekend, and for the coming days into May, the coming weeks into May. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with this video. So we're gonna start off by 8 a.m. May 11th, which is currently 11:09 p.m. well 11:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is currently some showers and thunderstorms going back from the southern border with Texas, going to eventually go through Louisiana potentially, and southern Mississippi is already seeing some rain showers, and then western Alabama. Then we fast forward, we skip Georgia because Georgia is pretty dry. Other than the northeastern part of Georgia is seeing some light rain showers along the state line of South Carolina, and then we also do have some rain showers along the coastal side of like southeast South Carolina, and then we do have some shower activity just off the coast of North Carolina. Like I see a spot of green right there in Onslow Bay. And then in the mountains of North Carolina and that Greensboro area, or Goldsboro, I think it's Goldsboro, we do see some rain showers going across the state as well. These are Greensboro, Goldsboro up in this region right here. And then we do see some rain showers going on across places like New York City for the northeast. We do have a low pressure up over Canada. We do have a cold front in the northeast as well, impacting states like New York, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Maine. And the west coast is pretty quiet. I am getting concerned about fire danger because it's been days now that the European and GFS models wasn't liking seeing any rain for the west coast at all, from Washington State through Oregon, for Nevada, for California, especially California. We do not need another incident with wildfires like what happened last year. So we fast forward by 2 p.m. today. We could see a low pressure get going off the coast of North Carolina, just over that Jacksonville area, or just north of Jacksonville. And then yeah, into South Carolina too, we could see some shower activity, some heavy rainfall up in Virginia, and then we also could see down here in the Gulf some some storm activity, depending on where this track goes. Still brings some rain for eastern Texas, southern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, including Biloxi, southern Alabama, some spotted rain showers in the northern part of Alabama as well. Georgia is still pretty quiet up the southwestern part of the state. Could see some light rain showers, and then Florida as well, but that is a lot of moisture sitting off the coast of Texas. We move that forward by 8 p.m. tonight. We see some steady rainfall get going across the eastern part of North Carolina, and then just north of the Triangle, probably that Henderson area, near that state line of Virginia for North Carolina. Then we also do see some moderate rain showers. Potentially a thunderstorm could be in one of these areas from southern Mississippi all through Louisiana and eastern Texas. We do have some storms back down here in Mexico. This is as of 8 p.m. tonight, according to the GFS. And then we still can see some rain showers going across the northeast as well. West Coast is still pretty quiet, and it is very hot out over California, Nevada, Oregon, Arizona. So I hope you guys are staying cool out there. Make sure you're staying hydrated. But regardless, we can see it. Look at this blob of moisture just off the coast of the southeast and the northeast. Well, the entire east coast. We do have some rain showers. I can go across Miami around 2 a.m. tonight, and then we also could see that rain still ongoing for southern Mississippi, eastern Louisiana, southern Alabama, southern Georgia, potentially could graze southeastern not California, South Carolina, and then we also could see some for northern Jacksonville, Florida. So we move that forward by 8 a.m. tomorrow. We can see some storms start getting going near that Tallahassee area for look like that's going to be like Tallahassee area for Florida. We see some steady rain showers going across Jacksonville, Florida as well. In this region right here, we do see a low pressure just near that border with Canada, bringing some rain, steady rainfall, and then we also can see that switching to snow for parts of Canada. If you probably rain snow mix from time to time. We do have a high pressure just off the outer banks of North Carolina near that state line with Virginia. And then we also can see those thunderstorms get going probably across that Jacksonville area, just south of Jacksonville, Florida. Could see some thunderstorms. And then also we could see some storms off the coast of Florida, but look like that's going to continue out into the Atlantic for as in the severity of it. But look like by 8 p.m. tomorrow, we can still see some steady rain showers or rain going from Miami area all the way up into the Jacksonville, Florida area. So I mean, that's just a lot of rain for Florida, but they need it because they've been dealing with a drought as well. Yeah, the GFS is not liking the fact that we're seeing severe weather for the Carolinas because the last 3 days it was hinting at a severe weather event for North Carolina and South Carolina, but I know North Carolina especially. But around like 5 p.m. yesterday, the National Weather Service out in Morehead City, North Carolina, did say that the severity threat did severe weather threat did decrease, but they're still watching for some strong severe storms from like that Keenersville, that Jacksonville, that New Bern, that Greenville. Comment down below if you're an ECU student watching. Then also and out into the Outer Banks as well. It was a potential for some strong gusty winds, 40 to 60 miles per hour, and large hail. But I mean that risk is still there, but it's not. They're not banking on it actually going to be happening. Versus the other few days, it was a high chance of that happening. Now across this region right here, we can see some steady rainfall, potentially flooding. Um, right in this region right here, I am concerned about flooding. I wouldn't be surprised if the National Weather Service did not issue flood advisories for this area, or they're probably going to issue that tomorrow sometimes, or on the 13th, early morning on the 13th, like 2 a.m. So yeah, we do have that going on. We could see some light rain showers across the west coast for like Florida, not Florida, Oregon for the eastern part of the western part of the state actually. And then we also could see some more just lingering off the coast of Northern California and Oregon. We could see some spotted rain showers for western um, Washington State. That rain started moving into the Northeast a little bit more. It starts warming up a lot. For most of the United States, it's pretty warm from west to east or east to west. And then we also do have down here some moisture still off the coast of Florida, just north of Miami. Probably that Fort Lauderdale area could see some light rain showers. But then we start seeing that rain get a little bit more widespread down towards the southeast by 8 p.m. May 13th, impacting the area like Greensboro, to Asheville, North Carolina. Potentially going to work his way through the Triangle, including Durham, Apex, Cary, Nightdale, Raleigh. You guys can see some rain showers as well as some heavy rain at Wake Forest by 2 a.m. on the 14th. And then look at this. We still see some rain going all the way down into as far south as Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So all eastern North Carolina seeing some rainfall as well. So it's going to start off just west of 95 and then work its way east of 95 through North Carolina. So the entire state of North Carolina is going to see some rainfall. Even out into the Outer Banks, going to see some. Then we still see some lingering showers from that Morehead area down towards Wilmington by 8 a.m. On the 14th. We can see some rain showers going through Kansas, central Kansas, and eastern Oklahoma. We can see some snow get going over here, parts of Washington State look like. It is possible we can see some snow, but then down here, even further south, going into California, it's still pretty warm. Not liking the fact of seeing much rain. We do get a low pressure that starts to form just north of New York City, up in the northeast, and you can see some strong storms just off its coast, off their coast. And then we move that forward a little bit more. We can still see some rain showers go across the south and the southeast, like Tennessee, North Carolina, by 8 p.m. on May 16th. But for the most part, that is pretty quiet. We do because we'll still watch out for some strong thunderstorms in this region right here. But by May 17th by 2 p.m. But I mean that risk is probably going to be a little low. But however, we go into 2 a.m. by May 18th. We could see a severe weather outbreak stretching anywhere from Mexico. Let's look at that. That's kind of a weird setup. How it just makes like that backwards C kind of. Not a backwards. It kind of make it like a C a little bit. It's not a backwards C. It just kind of makes a C in that region right there. So we can see tornadoes in this region definitely by, let's see, I think the 18th or 17th. Which one did I just say? That was, no, May 18th. We could see some tornadoes in one of those regions from Mexico, possibly into Texas. Texas, definitely. Oklahoma. Yeah, all the way up here. So we just going to have to watch out. But that go further east, it looked like it weakens and then strengthens again near the state line of Oklahoma and North Carolina. I mean, Texas, not Oklahoma, North Carolina, nowhere near each other. Then we get going. Yeah, we can still see severe weather threat or go into the rest of the month, especially in the Northeast as well. But then it looked like we start seeing a lack of rain a little bit for the Carolinas for a little bit. But regardless, we're still dealing with a drought. But most counties in North Carolina have been lifted from under the burn ban. So let's go ahead and switch to the European model and see if it's saying anything different or about the same thing. It's hot out here and humid. I would say that. By 5 a.m., let's go about 11 a.m. now. Yeah, after 11, but it's 11:19. But regardless, we could see some showers and thunderstorms off the coast of Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, move that forward, even off the coast of the Carolinas with a low pressure just over South Carolina. But it seems like it's gonna be pretty quiet. We could see that rain start get going for southern Alabama, southern Georgia, across Jacksonville, Florida, well, across the northern part of Florida. Um, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, across the northern part of Florida, we can see that, and then it stretched all the way down for the entire state, including Miami area. Well, that was or B came real close. Move that forward, we still could see some showers and storm activity just off the coast of South Carolina and North Carolina. We could see some storms start get going, scattered storms from like the Triangle, including Cary, maybe Durham, Raleigh, Apex, Nightdale. So it's possible we could see some storms in one of those areas by May 13th by 11 p.m. And then going into 2 a.m., we could see those storms start getting a little bit more widespread just north of Wilmington through Jacksonville, through the Outer Banks for North Carolina. Yeah, and it continues, and then it gets real strong just off the Outer Banks by 8 a.m. on May 14th. There's some strong winds, and it just goes up to the northeast and slams the northeast with some strong winds, flooding definitely across New York City, Pennsylvania, those areas. So, yeah, the European really don't have anything. Quite interesting. Now, I do try to show a severe weather threat in this region right here, not as intense as the GFS is painting, like that sea, all the way from right here all the way down towards into Mexico. It's not really painting it like that, but it is showing a signal for severe weather in this region right here on the screen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified each and every time your boy upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one if it's God's will. Stay safe out there. And it's your boy, Aronde.